Counterattack. China becomes the world's ship boss. Recently, statistics from Clarkson Research, a world-renowned independent third-party research institution, show that China has now become the world's largest shipowner country, with a ship capacity of 249.2 million gross tons, exceeding Greece's 249 million gross tons, and far ahead of Japan, 181 million gross tons, the third place, as well as South Korea and the United States, 66 million gross tons. The fact that China has become the world's largest shipowner country is of great significance. Let's take a closer look in this video. China's total tonnage of shipping capacity ranks first in the world, accounting for 15.9% of the world's total shipping capacity. This is too important. The essence of the current world is still maritime hegemony. We know that 71% of the Earth is ocean. China's ocean shipping capacity ranks first, which means that the world can be easily reached. This is very important in international trade because although the speed of sea transportation is not fast, its cost is the lowest. Therefore, as long as there is international trade, sea transportation is a must and the first choice. This means that China has mastered the rigid demand for shipping resources. According to the 2022 Shipbuilding Industry Economic Operation Analysis, published by the China Shipbuilding Industry Association in 2022, China's international shipbuilding market share has been ranked first in the world for 13 consecutive years. China occupies 6 seats in the world's top 10 shipbuilding companies, and in the market share of the corresponding indicators of completion volume, new orders, and backlog orders. In shipbuilding, China ranks first in the world. From January to November 2022, China's ship exports amounted to $23.85 billion, a year-on-year increase of 7.9%. Among them, bulk carriers, oil tankers, and container ships still dominate, with a total export value of $12.38 billion, accounting for 51.9%. China's ship products are exported to 191 countries and regions, with exports to Asia, Europe, and Latin America accounting for 51.48%, 16.98% and 8.63% respectively. At the same time, high-tech and high-value-added orders, mainly LNG, liquefied natural gas, and ultra-large container ships have surged, and mainstream shipyards generally hold orders until around 2027. Among the 18 major ship types in the world, China ranks first in the world in new orders for 12 types of ships. Among them, new orders for bulk carriers, container ships, car carriers, and crude oil tankers account for 74.3%, 56.8%, 88.7% and 66.1% of the global total, respectively. Large cruise ships are the only high-value-added ship type that China has not yet conquered, and it is estimated that the first ship will be delivered by the end of this year. On April 6 this year, China State Shipbuilding Corporation, CSSC, and France's CMA-CGM Group reached a cooperation agreement to build 2 types of 16 ultra-large container ships, including 12 15,000 TEU methanol dual-fuel powered ships and 4 23,000 TEU LNG dual-fuel powered ships, with a total amount of more than 21 billion yuan, setting a new record for the largest amount of container ships signed at one time in China's shipbuilding industry. The technology and production capacity of shipyards under China State Shipbuilding Corporation, such as Hudong-Zhonghua, Jiangnan Shipyard, and Dalian Shipbuilding Heavy Industry, have been continuously improved, and the total global orders they have received have jumped from less than 7% in 2021 to nearly 30% in 2022. At present, the orders for civilian ships in the world are basically in the hands of China, South Korea, and Japan. China has surpassed South Korea to become the world's ship boss, and Japan is the weakest among the three countries. Of the 11 aircraft carriers currently in service in the United States, 6 are in the period of refueling and overhaul and need to be reloaded with nuclear fuel. The common time period is 2 to 3 years. According to the original plan of the United States, 1/3 should have entered the refueling overhaul, but in fact more than half have entered. The reason is that 2 to 3 of the 6 aircraft carriers have been lying in the dock for 8 years, and the rest are also not optimistic. Among them, the Reagan has been lying in Yokosuka, Japan for half a year. The latest Ford has not yet been able to complete the normal catapult takeoff of the F-35. Since the British Prince of Wales aircraft carrier entered service in December 2019, it has been lying in the dock for more than 900 days in more than 3 years. After setting sail in August 2022, the drive shaft and propeller on one side broke down again, and had to return to the port for repairs. As a result, the other side was also detected to have problems. Until today, there has been no movement, and industry insiders shouted that it was incomprehensible. It is said that during the repair, parts were constantly removed to replace the relevant parts of the Queen Elizabeth aircraft carrier. Not only could they not be repaired, but they were also used as the spare parts warehouse of the Queen Elizabeth, and they took money from one place to pay for another. The United States and Britain, as former aircraft carrier construction powers and maritime hegemons, respectively, one could not leave the dock after overhaul, and the other was fundamentally unqualified in construction. Compared with the glory of World War II, the annual output of the U.S. shipbuilding industry can reach tens of millions of tons, which is quite amazing even today. But now it has become history, and the decline of the shipbuilding industry to such a state is a pity. The ultimate reason lies in the decline of the civilian shipbuilding industry. The capacity of the shipyard is no longer good, and the workers are no longer good. At the same time, with the rise of the overseas shipbuilding industry, coupled with cost advantages, a large number of orders have been moved abroad, which has exacerbated this situation. The U.S. shipbuilding industry now mainly survives by building and repairing U.S. military ships, but the military demand is limited, and it is difficult to maintain a huge production capacity and a huge investment in hardware equipment and industrial workers, resulting in an extreme shrinkage of the U.S. shipbuilding industry. In a vicious cycle, the cost of existing U.S. warships is expensive, and the cost of warships at the same level is 10 times that of China. At present, there is only one shipyard in the United States that can build aircraft carriers, and 2 shipyards that can build destroyers. Moreover, the cycle of building a new aircraft carrier is very long, at least 2 to 3 years. In contrast, China's shipbuilding industry has entered a glorious era. Now China can meet the needs of building and repairing large and medium-sized aircraft carriers. China currently has 13 shipyards with production capacity, any of which is greater than the combined production capacity of all U.S. shipyards. At the same time, with the deepening of digital application, shipbuilding sales have increased significantly. For example, it took Jiangnan Shipyard an average of 28 months to build a 20,000 TEU large container ship in the past, but now it only takes 16 months. At the same time, the progress of the civilian shipbuilding industry will quickly drive the prosperity of military ships, significantly reduce costs and accelerate the speed of shipbuilding. In 2022, high-end ship types such as 24,000 TEU container ships and 174,000 cubic meters of large LNG ships will be delivered in batches. 100,000-ton smart fishery large-scale aquaculture ships, fourth-generation self-elevating wind power installation ships and other marine engineering equipment will be delivered. Green-powered ships account for 49.1% of new orders, reaching a historical high. At the 2023 Tianjin International Shipping Industry Expo, industry insiders discussed the development prospects of China's shipping industry. Data from the Ministry of Transport show that in 2023, the fleet owned by Chinese shipowners will reach 249.2 million gross tons, surpassing Greece in terms of gross tonnage and becoming the world's largest shipowner. Shipowners refer to the legal holders of the ship ownership certificate and the legal owners of the ship. The shipowner country is the country where the ship's sovereign is located. Becoming the world's largest shipowner means that China has the largest fleet in the world. The core and essence of China's becoming the world's largest shipowner country stems from economic development. In 2022, China's total foreign trade imports and exports will be 42.07 trillion yuan, maintaining its position as the world's largest cargo trading country for 6 consecutive years. Shipbuilding capacity is also an important indicator to measure the strength of a shipowner country. According to data released by the China Shipbuilding Industry Association in August this year, in the first 7 months, China's shipbuilding completion volume was 24.09 million deadweight tons, a year-on-year increase of 15.6%. The number of new orders received was 44.76 million deadweight tons, a year-on-year increase of 74%. And the number of orders on hand was 127.90 million deadweight tons, a year-on-year increase of 23.4%. All 3 major shipbuilding indicators rank first in the world. In the process of building a strong shipping country, China still faces some pain points and difficulties. First, there is still a gap between shipping-related technologies and the world's leading level. The forecast of China's intelligent shipping technology and industrialization development, previously released by the China Navigation Society, believes that by 2035, China's intelligent shipping technology and industrialization will generally reach the international leading level, and a new shipping industry with full intelligence will be basically formed, with coastal remote control and autonomous driving ships accounting for more than 30%. This is both a prospect and a highlight of the gap. China's civil shipbuilding technology is still in the follow-up stage, and shipping technology depends to a large extent on shipbuilding industry technology. In addition, multimodal transport is an important trend in the development of the shipping industry, especially sea rail transport, which can promote domestic and international trade conveniently, quickly and environmentally friendly, but China's sea rail transport accounts for a low proportion, which seriously affects the development of the shipping industry. Chinese experts compared a set of data. China's multimodal transport volume accounts for only 2.9% of the total social freight volume, of which sea rail transport accounts for only 2.5%. Only 1.3% of container throughput in China's seaports is transferred to ports by rail. In contrast, the United States sea rail combined transport volume accounts for 40% of the total social freight volume, and the figure in France is 35%. It is estimated that for every 1 percentage point increase in the proportion of multimodal transport in the total social freight volume, logistics costs can be saved by about 100 billion yuan. The problem of talent shortage is also plaguing China's shipping industry. Seafarers are the core of the future of shipping. However, high-paid seafarers have always had difficulty recruiting workers due to their special working environment. This situation is common around the world. The Seafarer Labor Report, released by the Baltic and International Maritime Council and the International Chamber of Shipping in recent years, shows that the global shipping market has a shortage of 130,000 to 150,000 seafarers, and senior crew members are particularly tight. Some Chinese industry insiders have called on companies to truly regard seafarers as the first resource and core competitiveness, provide seafarers with sufficient career protection, and let seafarers enjoy a better life in the new era. At the same time, it will promote the deep integration of artificial intelligence and shipping elements, reshape the shipping industry, thereby improving system efficiency and safety, and improving working conditions for practitioners. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more great content. See you next time.